Tosca.
Rejoice, rejoice, ye people, rejoice in the songs of liberty. Rejoice, rejoice, ye people, ye citizens brave and free. Rejoice, rejoice, ye people, rejoice in the songs of liberty. Rejoice, rejoice, ye people, ye citizens brave and free. Sing on, shout on, this is the day of jubilee. Sing on, shout on, ye citizens brave and free. Wave away, people, wave away and lift the street, and love to work together, as citizens brave and free. Among the many voices, we choose to sing in harmony, our liberty in harmony, citizens brave and free. Sing on, shout on, this is the day of jubilee. Sing on, shout on, citizens brave and free. Rejoice, rejoice, ye people, rejoice in the songs of liberty. Rejoice, rejoice, ye people, ye citizens brave and free. Rejoice and sing. Rejoice, 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 ye people, ye citizens brave and free.
It's 1787.
there. I'm an immigration services officer with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service at the San Francisco field office. And it's my honor and privilege to welcome you to the naturalization ceremony today. Welcome. So I definitely want to say congratulations, and I commend you for your hard work, resilience, and courage to get through the process and to be in those seats today to naturalize. Thank you for choosing to become a citizen of the United States. Our country is more prosperous and better because of the skills, experiences, and passion that you bring. So we thank you so much. As you may have noticed coming into the building today, there are a lot of people here. We have 1,364 people from 100 countries naturalizing today. That is just incredible. Many of you have come from very far to be here today, so I just want to acknowledge that and thank you for coming. And again, as you heard, there's a lot of people in the building today, so thanks for being patient, waiting in those lines as we brought everyone in. For those naturalizing today, hopefully that's the last immigration line that you have to wait in. That's exciting. So from now on, you get to wait in citizenship lines. So generally they go faster, and more visas are usually available sooner for your relatives. So if you have petitioned for a relative to come to the United States, be sure to update the National Visa Center that you become a citizen after the ceremony today. So I want to talk a little bit about seating, because I know you might not be sitting exactly where you wanted to or next to who you wanted to. There is a reason for all that. So everybody on the first floor here, please tell me, are you naturalizing today? Yes? Okay, awesome. So yes, if you're on the first floor, you should be naturalizing today, taking the oath. We have you seated down here in the section that you're in, so we can get you your certificate at the end of the ceremony. USCIS staff is going to come to your section, call your name, and give you your certificate. We found this is the most efficient way to make sure that you get your certificate. Now I think we have some people up in what we like to call the penthouse today. So family and friends, are you supporting the people naturalizing up here? Okay, great. And people in the penthouse, are you naturalizing today? No. Okay, thank you so much for being here. But if you are naturalizing and you're in the penthouse, please come down here so we can find you and get you your certificate, okay? So speaking of family and friends seated upstairs, I'm sure they have supported you in your journey to becoming a citizen, done a lot for you, and they're probably going to take you out to a really fancy dinner tonight to celebrate. So let's just give them a round of applause for all their work. Now, I briefly want to talk about the legal significance of the event today. So I was actually just discussing backstage. Some of our ceremonies around the country take place with judges. They're judicial ceremonies, so they take place in a courtroom sometimes. We are fortunate today to be in this beautiful theater, the Paramount Theater. If you haven't had a chance to look around the architecture, everything in this building, please take a minute to do so. It's just so beautiful here. We're fortunate to be here, and I just want to thank all the Paramount staff that are making this possible today. So let's give them a round of applause. So again, we're not in a courtroom, but this is a legally significant event, so we do want to follow a couple courtroom rules. So I do ask that if you're wearing a hat and you're not wearing it for religious purposes, please take off your hat. Also, please be sure to silence your cell phone ringers. You don't want to be that guy whose cell phone went off during the oath. really awkward. So just take a minute, maybe now, to silence your cell phone or make sure it is silenced. Okay. However, unlike a courtroom, you can take lots of photos, videos, boomerangs, I think, what is the new thing, TikTok or something, whatever digital memories you want to make, please do so. And also, if you want to cheer and celebrate something that you see on the stage, or encourage me by making noise when you hear something that you like, please feel free to do so. So yes, please feel free to hoot and holler and cheer. That is more than welcome. You can also share your photos on social media with the hashtag #NewUSCitizen. However, if you do post photos of yourself and your certificate on social media, make sure that you can't read the information on your certificate, because that is very important personal information about you that you want to protect, okay? So let's talk about safety real quick. So there are lots of exits in the building. If you look around the room, you'll see them lit with green exit signs. So please take a moment to locate your nearest exit. It may be behind you, similar to an airplane. Let's also make a mental note that if we do need to leave the building for whatever reason, to just walk to that exit and go out to the street. No need to run. White troops not running a fire drill here today. Good on that. So just walk through the exits. Please don't wait for anyone. That can cause a danger to yourself, the person you're waiting for, and other people. You can crowd the exits if you need to leave. So just walk through those exits to the street and wait for further instructions, okay? Okay, bathrooms, also very important. So for those of you on the first floor here, if you need to use the restroom, just head back to the lobby and go down the stairs. If stairs aren't a thing you can do, don't worry, we got you. Just go out to the lobby, go left. At the end of the hall, there's a bathroom there. And folks, in the penthouse, there should be bathrooms at every level up there. Okay. Oh, and if you do need to use the bathroom now, that's okay. You can leave while I'm talking. I won't be too hurt. But be sure, if you're naturalizing today on the first floor, to be in the theater at 2 o'clock. And I'm going to go through the agenda right now and shout out to you when that's going to be, okay? Or when on the stage that's going to be. Okay. Also, at the end of the ceremony, for folks on the first floor, once you get your certificate, please feel free to exit the way you came out the building so you can exit the theater and go to those dinner reservations tonight. Okay. So now let me give you a quick rundown of our agenda for today. So after I'm done with my announcements, a representative from the Department of Elections is going to come to the stage and give you important information about how to register to vote. That's exciting. So please listen carefully to that. Next, we're going to watch a short video presentation from former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright about getting your first U.S. passport.
You mean hold it in your hand?
Passport office will come and give you more information about how to do that. This is very important to listen to. Next, a representative from the Social Security Administration is going to come up and talk to you about updating your new status once you become a U.S. citizen, telling Social Security so they know that you're no longer a permanent resident, but you're a U.S. citizen. Also very important. And then a representative from the Census Bureau is going to come to the stage and give you important information about the upcoming 2020 census. Once in a 10-year opportunity. Okay. Then I'm going to give some final announcements about deriving citizenship and how to take care of your naturalization certificate. Then there's going to be a brief video presentation called Faces of America. And for those of you guys seated on the first floor naturalizing, that's your cue that you got to stay in your seat for the rest of the presentation because the oath is going to come shortly after that. So after that video, we're going to sing the national anthem to begin. So you received some white envelopes when you came into the theater today, those of you on the first floor. So go ahead and open up those envelopes and take out this little half sheet of paper here. So on one side of this half sheet of paper is the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. So we highly encourage you to sing along when we sing the national anthem. If you don't know the words, they're right here for you. After the national anthem, Section Chief Joseph Hamilton with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service San Francisco Field Office is going to open the formal ceremony. And then the most important part of the ceremony, the administration of the oath. So our Field Office Director at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service San Francisco Field Office, Richard Valleca, is going to name all those 100 countries that you all are coming from today. He's going to name them in alphabetical order. When you hear your country, you're going to stand up, and then once everyone on the first floor is standing, he's going to administer the oath of allegiance to you. So on this card, on the opposite side of the Star Spangled Banner is the oath of allegiance. So what Field Office Director Valleca is going to do is he's going to read a line, for example, I hereby declare an oath, and then you're going to repeat that. And they're going to do that until you're finished taking the oath. And then that's the magical moment when you become a U.S. citizen. Amazing. Okay, then our keynote speaker, the Honorable Rob Bonta from California State Assembly, Assembly member from District 18, is going to address you as new citizens. And then one of our new U.S. citizens, Desiree Pion from the Philippines, she's going to come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Next, and by the way, Pledge of Allegiance is with the Star Spangled Banner on your sheet, so we've got the words there for you too. Okay, next, the representative from the Passport Office is going to administer the passport oath for those of you who are applying for your first U.S. passports today. Then we'll watch a message of welcome from the President, and then we're going to finish up with a video presentation of the Greenwoods, God Bless the USA. And then representatives from USCIS will come to your section, call your name, and distribute your certificates to you, okay? So that's how it's going to go. So I just threw a lot of information at you. Happens a lot with immigration, right? There's a lot to it, a lot of forms, laws, policies, and then everything changes. It can be stressful, but you made it to these seats today to naturalize, so congratulations. I just wanted to take a moment to create some space for you to reflect on where you've been and where you're going. So many of you in the theater today are the first in your family to come to the United States. Or maybe you came to join family members that were already here. Maybe you came for a job, or maybe you came to seek safety and refuge from persecution. There are a lot of reasons why people come to the United States. Your reasons and your personal history is so important and an important part of our history as a community and as a country, as the people of the United States. Unfortunately, many stories about how people came to the United States have been erased, they've been removed. But we've come to a day and age when no one's story should be erased anymore. We should celebrate where you come from, your personal history, and look at our history to look at where we can go in the future to make a better country for all of us. So I encourage you to be proud of where you've come from, to share it and to celebrate it. Be proud of where you've been and the unique perspective that you bring and contribute to our country. I know our country is better because of you. We know where you've been, now it's important to ask, where are we going? So what impact do you want to make as a new U.S. citizen? An exciting part of becoming a U.S. citizen is that you not only get to decide where you're going, get to be a part of deciding where this country is going. Because by dinner time today, you're going to have the right to vote. That's amazing. So there are many ways to participate in our democracy. There's voting, there's calling and writing elected officials, you can join political parties, you can help with campaigns, you can run for office, that's really important. There are immigrants and children of immigrants in the U.S. Congress right now, so definitely think about running for office. You can also work for the U.S. government after you become a citizen. So there are a few people in our office who've done that. So today I'd like to recognize one of our officers, Mr. Sultan Saeed. He's in the back there. Give a wave. Thanks for letting us call you out in front of thousands of people. He's great because he just recently became a U.S. citizen, and now he is a public servant working for the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service. Many in our office have done that, and that's definitely an opportunity that you're going to have as you become a U.S. citizen to definitely think about public service. We have problems that need solving in this country, historical and new, and we have many smart people in the building who will be new voters by the end of the day. So be sure to register to vote. As a new citizen, you need to help make our democracy strong by participating, encouraging others to participate, empathetically listening to opposing views, making informed decisions, and helping us find the best solutions for the problems that we face. We send a message that no one but the people of the United States decides where we're going as a country. So if you're going to be a new citizen today, or if you're going to be translating for a new citizen today, or if you are a citizen and you haven't registered to vote yet, please listen carefully to the next representative that's going to come to the stage. I'm going to welcome the representative from the Department of Elections to give you more information about registering to vote. So please welcome her.
Hello, my name is Melissa and I represent the Alameda County Department of Elections. I am here to speak to you about registering to vote. Voting is a right and a responsibility that comes with citizenship. Today, after you become a U.S. citizen, you will be eligible to exercise your right. In order to vote, all American citizens first need to register.